Things have certainly changed over the years. When I first came here, David Ball had dark hair. Jimmy Carter was wearing cardigans in the White House and a powder blue leisure suit. But tonight, I have a very pleasant bit of business to perform for you. It is my great honor to announce that the Grand Chapter of Theta Chi, at its meeting last November, voted to amend the national bylaws to authorize a new national award. This new award will take its place along the Reginald E.F. Colley Award, the Howard R. Alter Jr. Award, the Earl D. Dusty Rhodes Award, and those other few and particular honors that have been created by the Grand Chapter over the years. It's fitting then that we take a minute to reflect on the nature and reasons for these awards. Obviously, they're created to honor those who have made an impact on our fraternity. An impact that is worthy of ongoing national recognition. These awards are named for and dedicated to those brothers who exemplify all the best things about Theta Chi. Brothers who we all agree should be remembered and celebrated for all time. We find inspiration in their stories. We instruct our new members to celebrate and emulate their dedication, hard work, and great achievements. And we honor our most noteworthy contemporaries in their name. So why then does the Grand Chapter now see fit, after all these years, to create a new award? Who among us has made Theta Chi so much a part of their lives that we cannot simply honor them with an award we already have? What is it that this brother has done that our elected leaders have seen fit to elevate him to the august level of Colley and Alter and Rhodes? The answer lies in part in something I mentioned a minute ago. I used the term inspiration. This brother, throughout the years with us, has exemplified that essence, that inner light, that motivating spark that sets Theta Chi's apart from everyday men. This spirit, this accelerant, is what drives us to make the effort to seek each other out. It's what stirs us to be here tonight and what charges us publicly to proclaim that we are the men who live by the creed of Theta Chi. Well, surely there are dozens here like that. They all fit the profile. We have many of them tonight. Brother Ramos, Brother Duvall, Don Fine. What's the surf report look like, Don? Okay, good. There are others that are here with us tonight only in spirit. Herb Morgan. He's in Sri Lanka starting a new sweatshop or something. Warren Hoffman, Dave Westall, our national officers like the National President Dale Taylor, and all of who we call the official family. And certainly, as we just witnessed, we can recall many others who are no longer with us, who likewise possessed and demonstrated that rare, captivating energy. Speed Hill, Andy Anderson, George Kilovas, Dale Slavinsky, Joe Ross, or Sherwood Blue. Your newsletter is filled with these kinds of names. Why did the Grand Chapter pick somebody to make a new award? Who is it? Then why? Why has this brother in particular been singled out for this rare honor, while so many of these other worthies have not? All the names I've mentioned don't have awards named after them by the Grand Chapter. Their names aren't in the bylaws. What has he done to deserve this honor? Well, here's why I think that honor has been done. Let's consider just for a minute what many of you know, what it takes to be a volunteer for Theta Chi. Certainly all of us who have at some degree or another toiled in the vines of Theta Chi know that doing so is not only always easy or rewarding. You have to be self-motivated, of course, but you also have to sacrifice your free time, your family time, your hobbies and recreations, your money, your effort, your energy and enthusiasm, even to some level your opinions and preferences. In short, truth, temperance, and tolerance. But again, look around. There are many here who have decades of this kind of work. They're all stacked up in the cause of Theta Chi. How many meetings, newsletters, travel, presentations, personal counsel, extra effort, money. Not a few here have given up a significant portion of their lives to Theta Chi. And it's not always a pleasure, that's for sure. Nobody loves to add a meeting on top of a long day at work. Travel is not a joy when it's frantic with purpose or to odd and uncertain remote destinations, and sometimes supported with marginal accommodations and resources. Some of our brothers, regretfully, are not always reliable, lovable, or even cooperative, especially when there are serious problems to correct. No official family member enjoys closing chapters or collecting debts. Somebody has to do it. Many of you here have answered that call. You've gone to those meetings. You've made those hard decisions. You have a beautiful new chapter house in your future because of 40 years of making hard decisions, keeping your money about you, dedicating, coming here every year, going to your luncheons. So certainly, this brother, the one we honor tonight, has done everything I just mentioned, gone to all the meetings, done all those things. He's made all the meetings, served as an advisor, spent his own time and money. He's done it for 30 years with as much fierce energy and positive spirit as any brother since the time Fred and Art first huddled together some 151 Aprils now past. So again, what makes this brother different? Why are we naming an award after this guy? What has he done that is so singly astute that puts him to this high degree? That word is adversity. That's right. In addition to all the other challenges, distractions, and inconveniences associated with being a long-time high-level volunteer for Theta Chi, this brother has faced an increasing and debilitating physical challenge. While the rest of us just got fatter and smellier as we got older, he started losing his ability to walk. Gradually, insidiously, his condition manifested over time. At one time, he could easily load and drive big trucks, but over time, and at an increasingly rapid pace, he had to step down from trucks to vans, to cars, and now scooters and walkers. So what did he do? He fought back. When it got too hard to walk, he got a cane. And he kept showing up to the meetings and smiling and challenging others to do better. When the cane wasn't enough, he got a walker, something suited to men twice his age. But still, he made phone calls, and he wrote emails, and he sent uplifting jokes and showed up. And even now, when the walker isn't good enough, he gets himself a motorized car, and he jockeys with the old English in Vegas for big slot machines. And he attends muscular dystrophy events to lend a hand, even though he needs both just to stand up. So now we know, now we get it. Here's the reason. This is the difference in the justification. In spite of all the additional barriers, inconveniences, and pain, he persevered. He has more reasons than all of us put together to stop showing up, to avoid people, to feel sorry for himself, and to need the helping hand extended to him rather than having it always out to us. He could certainly not be faulted if he felt bitter or angry or even jealous. But not only does he not exhibit these negatives, he denies that we should do it for him. So now we get it. Like all those other names I mentioned, he is our brother, a great and active brother, and among us who cares, who sacrifices, who travels, he pays his own way. He gives up his free time and does all those other things that the best of us do. But he does it in the face of a disease known as adult onset Tay-Sachs, a genetic condition that would see most of us sitting in front of the TV, avoiding our friends, feeling sorry for ourselves, and cursing God for stealing some of our youth and vitality. But instead of caving in, this brother of immense spirit, he shrugs off the adversity, grabs his cane and walker, gets in his car, and drives to the chapter house to help recruit new members. Last summer, he paid his own way to fly across the country to be part of the 150th anniversary convention. He struggled through airports and shuffled his walker through the rain to have the simple joy of being there and seeing the monument, representing his chapter, celebrating our history.